Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's straight. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Houston's offense will get the football first. And we get our first look at Connor Wigman. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Hunt is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment. The running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Johnson looking to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Hauls it in at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Sanford. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's It slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The run inside. It's Jackson. Turning it on. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Right back to the well. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Keeps it on first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. To see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Houston wants to play fast.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
on 4th down, looking for the completion. On the move, he fires. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Jackson. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Manning. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Hands it off. Shakes off the defender. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets open down the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the give off the left side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. Might have a chance. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Third and 6 yards to go. Back to throw. It's Weckman. Fires to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. Stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Inside the 45. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he fires. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Johnson looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Back to pass on second down. He'll try to breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. Working that left side. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Johnson wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. And the missed connection on third down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Send the tight end in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's McGarry. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, in this offense within striking distance. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Wants to throw. It's Wegman. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Bringing the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 3 team, the USC Trojans.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Hey guys, the Cougars head coach told me coming out of the locker room, this team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Johnson looking to throw. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Williams open on the right side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Finds his man. It's Jackson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Out of the gun looking to throw. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The keeper on the option. Makes it past the marker. Maybe some room here. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Houston going up tempo.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just
snags it, and he's open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Pulls it in, it's Walker.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Going for it all. And they can't make the connection.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He leaves it with the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Oh, they're after him. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Makes a move. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. On the run, it's Sanford. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Wegman. Caught behind the line, it's Young. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete out of the backfield. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, here on the Kansas State sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Trying to impose their will with the run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The run inside. It's Fields. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking for space, it's Jackson. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Handoff to the lone back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
In the red area, it's Fields. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The snap sets up the throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. They'll stop it for a moment here as there's an injured Kansas State Wildcat down on the play. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in with one hand.
How about that snag, man? Some people need two hands to catch the football. He just needs one. Like, big-time play, catches the ball, and then doesn't fall down. After the catch, still wants to get more yards, get upfield, and create the explosive play. That was a fun play to watch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Got it behind the line. It's Walker. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Makes a catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of...
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Just keeps slinging it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Handoff to the lone back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that. They stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Using his feet. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to...
Maybe a crease.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to